Welcome to the Worthy Bitch podcast, the place where we discuss all things self-worth so we can stop living life as a victim and start living life on purpose. My name is Autumn. I'm your host and the creatrix of the Worthy Bitch. I am so excited that you have made the decision to embark on your Worthy Bitch journey. Now let's dive into ourselves.
Sat Nam, I am that. Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam. Sat Nam, I am that. I remember when I first learned about this mantra in Bali during my Ayu Yoga training. My first thought was, how do I say I am not that? I have had others ask me this question as well, and honestly I can never remember the Sanskrit term for I am not that. Today I was meditating and my monkey mind was trying to jump all over the place, so I decided to give myself a mantra to focus on. The first one I thought of was Sat Nam, so of course I went with it. I am learning to never question spirit. As I tried to focus on that mantra, I had the memory that I shared above. Then I heard spirit say, "You are everything." Wanting to say that you are not something is giving your power away. If you cannot take responsibility for creating your own reality, then how do you expect to consciously create your own reality? I'm going to read that again. Then I heard Spirit say, "You are everything." Wanting to say you are not something is giving your power away. If you cannot take responsibility for creating your own reality, then how do you expect to consciously create your own reality? You see, everything you see around you is a reflection of you, of your energy. I know that it's not easy to hear because you may not think that you are anything like some of the things that you are experiencing, but the real reality is that something inside of you is creating your experience. Before you decide to stop reading or listening and tell yourself that this crazy Ayurveda girl Before you decide to stop listening and tell yourself that this crazy Ayurveda girl doesn't know what she's talking about, just hear me out. Saying that you are not something is claiming that you have nothing to do with it, which is clearly not the case because you are experiencing it, so you are directly involved in whatever it may be. That is not to say that it is right or wrong or good or bad or any label at all. This is just how energy and vibration work. Your vibration attracts. Like attracts like. Opposites repel. As humans, we tend to focus on a problem as if it is our whole world and the only thing that matters. When I was a kid, I used to get a lot of splinters while playing in the woods behind my house. My whole world would cease as I knew it until I could remove the splinter. Then, it was as if it were by magic. I would practically forget all about it almost instantaneously. Now imagine if I had decided to focus on every splinter I got as if it were my whole world forever. Never seeing the possibility of removing it, just staring at it, wishing it were better. This sounds funny, but this is what we tend to do with our issues in our lives. Instead of focusing on the solution, we focus on the problem, and then what happens? Yeah, it gets larger, like a camera zooming in on something. Your attention is your lens, and you are now focused on the problem, and you are blind to anything outside the lens of that problem. So now your job is to shift your focus onto the solution, and to keep shifting it back onto the solution, or an even better solution when you come across it, every time you notice it slip away. I first learned about this from Abraham Hicks, speaking about focusing on good, and that will overpower the bad. Allowing yourself to become so consumed with the solution and how good having a solution feels that you naturally gravitate towards it. It's like wrapping a piece of raw bacon around that splinter and seeing it pull it out while all you did was sleep. It just feels better. Sat Nam.
And if you loved this episode, don't forget to subscribe and rate and share with a friend who needs to hear it. Also, I would love if you could leave me a review on iTunes and take a screenshot and email it over to me at theworthybitch@gmail.com. That's theworthyb.tch@gmail.com. Link is in the show notes, and I will send you a free gift of my 30 affirmations for the doshas that will assist you in your practice to find balance. And as always, I thank you so much for taking this time today to show up for yourself and do the work. Keep living life on purpose, my worthy bitches.